as you can see from my red face, we are already in Bali, everything is good, and today I'm gonna talk about how to apply for a business visa to visit this amazing island. Let's begin. Right now, you can apply for a business visa to visit Bali, Indonesia. It is a business e-visa, so you don't have to visit embassy, and you will get the visa in your email or via WhatsApp, depending on what kind of communication you decide to do. So how to apply for the visa? First of all, you have to get an agent. To find a reputable agent, you can find it on Facebook groups or Google search. I checked for reviews and other kind of information on Google so I can be sure that it's legit and safe and trusty. We used eVisa Bali and our agent name was Tika. I will leave her contact info in the description below, so you can contact her and get your business visa. Now let's move towards what kind of documents you need in order to apply for the business visa. So you will need your passport copy, you will need a bank statement saying that you have at least $1,500 in your bank account. The same amount is required for a couple or an individual, so it doesn't matter if you travel alone or with someone else. If you don't have this kind of document, it is possible to get it from your agent, so just ask them. Also, you will need travel and medical insurance. So because of this COVID situation, the country requires for you to have a medical insurance which covers COVID treatment in hospital in case you get a positive result. So the medical insurance has to cover, I believe it's $100,000. The service we used was Safety Wing, and it's really easy, really simple, and quite affordable to get your insurance. And all you need to do is just go to their website, fill out your information, where are you going, and make the payment. That's it. Also, you will need quarantine agreement because of this whole COVID situation. If you want to arrive to Indonesia and to Bali, you will need to undergo a quarantine. For us, it was 5 days and 6 nights in Jakarta. I've heard rumors and news that maybe it will be extended to 8 days of quarantine in Jakarta, but nothing is guaranteed. So once you provide all the necessary documents for your agent, it will probably take about a day or two until they submit all the information to the embassy. Well, not the embassy, to the government, and you will be notified by your agent whether everything is successful or not, but usually it's always successful and there's no problems with it. After that, you will have to wait for at least a week. There was some kind of changes in the immigration office and things like that, so in 2 weeks we got our visas and they were sent by the email and by the WhatsApp. The most important thing that you need to have before planning trip to Indonesia, just download WhatsApp. It's probably the primary communication service here, and you will be able to contact everyone, like your visa agent, your quarantine hotel, your drivers, and everyone. Basically everyone uses WhatsApp in Indonesia, so this is the easiest way to communicate here. Now let's talk about quarantine, the most annoying and the most frustrating part of even thinking about travel to Indonesia. Once you have your flight tickets to Jakarta, because this is the only way you're gonna arrive to Indonesia, you must have eHack app. So there you fill all your information about yourself, about your flight number, your seat number, everything that is related to your trip. And you will get a QR code that you will need to present on arrival in Jakarta. Also, you will need to have a PCR test result that is valid for 72 hours. Everyone at the airports will ask for them, and it's mandatory. During your flight to Jakarta, the crew members will give you a customs card to fill in. So this is a completely basic thing, and it will ask for things or other possessions that you may have with you in order if you will need to declare it and something like that. So it's pretty basic, pretty easy. Just fill it in and have it with you. Also, don't forget to save the pen and have a pen with you. Once you arrive to Jakarta, you will need to fill a health alert card. Like immediately out of the plane, you will go to the room filled with guards and assistants. So they will give you the cards. You will need to write down your name, where you're staying. I'm not sure what kind of information there is also, but just don't get lost, don't get afraid. It's just a simple thing to do. So another thing that I've read in the news, and there's a rumor speculating that you may be required to have your vaccines card in order to arrive to Jakarta and to Indonesia overall. For now, it's nothing decisive because there's like just rumors and speculations. So for this day, and today is July 9th, no other regulations have been made. So just keep in mind that it may change, because it does change, and you will need to have your vaccine passport, some kind of form of it. So your visa will be valid for 60 days, and you can extend it up to 4 times, and each extension gives you additional 30 days. So overall, you can stay in Indonesia for 180 days, so it's like 6 months. Since it's a single entry visa, you will not be able to leave the country, because once you leave, your visa will stop and you will be required to get a new one. So let's talk about extensions. So in order to extend your visa, you will need to contact your agent or your agency at least 2 weeks before the expiration of your 60 days, and they will process everything. You may need to go to immigration office so they could scan your fingerprints, take a photo of your face so they would know that it's actually you, and that's it. In a week or so, you will be granted like an extension. Your visa agent or agency will contact you and say if everything is okay, but usually it is. The main thing you may be wondering about: how much it costs to get to Indonesia. So the quarantine hotels changes, and there's a list of approved hotels by the Indonesian government. Go into the Google search and enter Indonesian quarantine hotels or something like that, and you will find a list of approved hotels where you can stay. And from there, you will need to contact them yourself, because everything you have to do by yourself. The price of the quarantine hotel ranges from probably a couple €100 to a couple €1,000, depending on the stars level and all the other things, food and basically what kind of room you choose. But overall, just remember that during the quarantine you will not be allowed to leave your hotel room. So for now, 5 days in a quarantine room. So keep in mind that if you want to save some money, you can. This is the thing that we did. We paid probably around €500 for 2 people for a quarantine hotel, and it included the quarantine hotel and 2 PCR tests for each person. So once you arrive in the quarantine hotel, you will need to take a PCR test on the first day or the second day, and then on the 5th day of your stay, so 1 day before leaving, you will need to take another one. So the visa itself costs around €250 for a person, and each extension is about €50 for a person additionally. So it also depends a lot of what kind of agency you will choose. I found some agencies that were more expensive than we paid, and also I had offers to pay even less, probably around 150 euros maybe. Just keep in mind that this is a remote thing and you will have to transfer your money to the people in Indonesia. So just be safe, be aware of your money. So just be sure that you check all the information about the agency or the agent that works for an agency in order to get the best possible service and a guaranteed visa. As I said, we used eVisa Bali and Tika. We've read some reviews about it. Everything was good, and it was actually really efficient and easy communication with her. Everything was fast, everything was really clear, and currently we're more than satisfied about how everything turned out to be. So, as I said, just be aware and ask other people who already has a visa and already went to Bali. And yeah, that's basically it, and I hope all of your questions are answered. In case if you want to know if there's any updates or any new regulations, just you can always check Google and find the latest information there. Also, it's possible to get the information about the regulations at some websites like Bali.com or even Bali, like Indonesian government page, which is in English. So there's plenty of information about the regulations. If something changes, we would definitely make a video about it, talking about what changed and is it even possible to get here. So don't forget to like this video, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you on the next video, which is coming very soon. Bye.